their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 11. Down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Blue 60.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Set. Lady. Hey, 50. And middle.
Here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Browns had 8-3 now. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Stroud now to throw.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hey, give me a radar.
Now Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Back to throw. Stafford. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
For the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown! Rashard Smith. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 14. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Metcalf motions left. He ran it last time. Now Stroud will throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Running left, it's Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Rashard Smith on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, 49ers 21. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Down the sideline he goes. DK Metcalf.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Able to slither by.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Set. Got a 20. 10.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
6-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Set. Go win, lady.
They'll toss this right side to Hubbard.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Hey. 260.
To throw is Stafford.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
59.
They snap it to Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
There he goes, left side. And across Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Browns 38, 49ers 35.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Set. Middle. Six guard. Check six guard.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Set. Lady.
Down. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
250.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This is caught by McMillan.
Stafford's
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
53, ready, hot.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, but his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
0.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Stafford. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Smith, 36 yards. And the Browns have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
It's the score, Browns 41, 49ers 42. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And bulldozing his way through. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains, Defense, got to find a better way.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
Brock Bowers
With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Browns 45. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Here's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Hey!
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next the score, Niners 56, Browns 45. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Here's Stafford. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he went nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That is caught. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First down.
Back to throw. Stafford. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Browns first down.
On the give, this is Hubbard. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Stafford. They'll find McMillan here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Great effort there. 27 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
53, ready. Hey, 5-0. Easy, alert. 22.
They'll look to throw. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Now they'll audible to something else. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 6.
Oh, south. All right. 118. What's up?
Stroud to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
118. What's up?
Stroud now on 4th down. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49.
That's to Bowers once again.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Stroud.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here we go. Buggy.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup at 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A gain of 16 yards. That's good for Rio.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. There's a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. It looks like they'll move things around here.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here's 2nd down.
Rivers to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Browns first down.
Rivers. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? 18.
Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Smith, 35 yards. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
66. 49ers 56.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
18.
Now Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. It's a pretty strong running there as they'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
That's another. Rio.
Now Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up second down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing here, Rivers.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Rivers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
73. 49ers 56. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
18, 11.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Browns 73. 49ers 63.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 64-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.